Today I'm making a basic Discord economy bot. You're watching Discord Bot Universe on the Chris Online YouTube channel. Let's get started. Before I show you how the bot was made, I'm going to show you the final result. The bot has a few commands that I'm going to show. One of the commands is the balance command. This command can be used to basically view your balance. You can also view someone else's balance, of course, by simply tagging his or her name. The work command can be used to gain money. After working, it will show you the amount of money you made. Only admins can change the salary that members receive when they work. For demonstration purposes, I lowered it to 1. However, this made me sad, so I decided to increase it back to 1000. Admins can change how often members can work. When a member tries to work when they shouldn't be able to, they will receive an error message. Admins can also change the currency. You may have noticed that the current currency is an exclamation mark, which is terrible. So I changed it to a coin. And a coin, actually, members can pay each other, which is the whole point of the bot, of course. If you want to have some kind of stable economy, you want to pay each other. Sadly, in this environment, I was the only one on my server, so I had to pay myself. These are a few things. These are the things that can be done with this bot. It's a very basic economy bot. This is the bot that I'm going to be making. The diagram that you're seeing is called a use case diagram. Now, usually I don't actually make these, I just have them in my head. But for demonstration purposes like this one, I decided that maybe creating one could help, because it's very easy to read. The main challenge of creating a diagram such as this one is not like creating it and coming up with the use cases, which are like the circles with text in them. No, it's actually getting the lines and dots straight, which is insanely difficult. It's a very big challenge for most of programmers, and this is actually what makes programming difficult. So writing code, easy. Getting the lines straight, it's so difficult. They should make something for it. But after years of development, it's still impossible to make something decent. It's I don't know how to deal with it. The final use cases for members are making a payment, viewing your balance, and working. For admins, the use cases are changing your work salary, changing the currency, and changing the work interval. Admins are, of course, also able to do what every member is able to do, so just because you're an admin doesn't mean you cannot make a payment. And to ensure this diagram was complete, I added one final use case for myself, which is watching Netflix, because the show called The Good Place is insanely good. What you see before you is a Trello board. It's basically a fancy to-do list. After setting up the use cases, the circles with text in them, I converted them to tasks, and I actually used it while I was working on this Discord bot. Now I'm going to take a moment to talk about the architecture of this bot. This bot will have a Discord user. You can only interact with it when you're on the server. Then you have the bot itself, which is coded in Java. I chose Java because that's the language I use for my main bot called TwitterBot, and all features that I'm going to add to this economy bot will eventually be added to TwitterBot. The reason for this is because TwitterBot is a verified bot, and getting a bot verified on Discord is a terribly annoying process. For persisting data, such as how much money someone has, I chose a simple MySQL database. Very little data is actually needed to be stored. In this picture you can see that I attach balance and a balance to a member and currency to a geld. You don't need to store any data for that specific geld. All you will need is to store the ID of a geld or member, because you can use that to request all information about a geld or member from Discord. Like I said before, all features in the economy bot will eventually be added to TwitterBot. Sadly, I still had a bunch of commands active on TwitterBot, and I didn't know how to get. I asked the team that develops the open source library that I used to see if it was possible, if there was some kind of feature that allowed me to delete commands that I didn't use anymore in a very easy way. But there wasn't. See, these people are insanely awesome because they maintain a library called Java GDA. But this is not a library that does everything for you. It just helps you interact with the Discord bot API. And eventually I managed to get it to work. My commands worked like I wanted them to, and I didn't have the old commands that weren't necessary anymore. And I felt like sharing it with them, but then I got sort of shy and didn't share anything after all. This is all I can say about making the economy bot. My recording sucked, and I'm still new to this. So obviously you want to see more, you want to see some technical details, and I will eventually show them in the next video. So there you have it. We got ourselves a properly functioning economy bot. You can use it in my Discord server, so I'd highly recommend you to join. The link is in the description. In the next episode, I will be making a more advanced economy bot, and I will also share more code details. So for the more technical people, that might be very interesting, and for the non-technical people, there will be plenty to see. So subscribe and join my Discord server, then you won't miss out.